The following is an exclusive presentation of the Coleman County Sports Network, powered by Coleman Community Radio. Coleman's Live 95.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's Friday night, so you know it's time for Friday Night Live here on the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network. Brought to you by Cleaning and More of Coleman. Good evening from Hudson Kirby Stadium in Cordova, Alabama. This is region play. 3-0 so far our Raiders are after conquering the Lions last week. They come back this week to face off against the Blue Devils here in Cordova. Dylan Deemer, Oscar McCardo, Nick McCarley, and Tony Thompson with you tonight. Tony on the sideline in a really beautiful stadium here at Hudson Kirby Stadium here in Blue Devil country, they say. We are excited to be on top of the hill here.
Feel like we're on top of the world. Tonight's word for the game, aura. I want to see which players have that aura about them. It's just that intangible thing that you know when they get the ball or are on defense and are near the ball that they can make a play. So remember that word tonight, guys.
I like that word a lot. I like what you are bringing to the table tonight. 7 minutes and 45 seconds until we kick this one off. Region play continuing for the Good Hope Raiders. They take a break from it next week with homecoming and the Addison Bulldogs coming to town. But other than that, we go right back to region play after that with a game at Curry and then Fayette County on the menu. This is not our furthest travel. Of course, Fayette County will be, but, you know, you just take a hop, skip, and a jump down 69. You take a left at Jasper, and you're here. And they're on top of, well, they don't really have a press facility for us on this side. They have a coach's box to the left of us, and we're on a flat spot on top of this mountain here.
But the world is our press facility. You give us football, we'll find a way.
This is probably one of the best stadiums I've seen, but mind you, if you look at kind of how the field lays out, it looks like there's a hill kind of affects the corner of the end zone over there too. So it'd be interesting to see some touchdowns in that way. The crowning kind of seems to be nice too, as I have to turn and adjust here. As, you know, last week we didn't have our hands on the equipment, so.
You know, we had some power distribution issues starting up. I know Tony was relieved because our next plan was going to be using a bicycle and a belt and pedaling for power, so.
And we'll check in with our guy on the sideline, Tony. Tony, what you got? You are getting ready to join the looks like the Spirit line almost.
Nah, I don't think I'm gonna be joining the Spirit line, but yeah, I'm pretty close down here. It seems like everybody's pretty electrified for what's about to go down out here in this boondock country.
He's throwing parting shots at the host. I wouldn't do that. They'll kick him out of here. But if you're looking for some land for sale or need somewhere to go and want to find the best place.
Are you saying this is cheap real estate?
It could be. I don't know what the market looks like, but I know two people who do. That's Tommy and Angela. Tommy and Angela making up the duo at the Warhurst team at Hagamore Realty Group. You can find them on Facebook or look them up by following them up on Facebook, or I believe it's emailing them at useuscoleman.com. I could be wrong about that. Tommy will correct me, I'm sure. But shout out to those guys as they
very much so.
They are the ones to find you a place in the market. Of course, also our sponsors tonight, Cyber Broadband, Cleaning and More Coleman, Budget Blinds, Josh Phillips at Impact Mortgage Group, who is our first down sponsor, Coleman Electric Cooperative, which usually powers our games back at home, but tonight, obviously, we are not in Coleman County, so shout out to Alabama Power, providing us power to the box to the left of us. Lister Hill Credit Union, H&S Appliance, Merchants Bank of Alabama, division of South Point, Coleman Savings Bank, Coleman Appliance Repair, Adam Aker at Mitch Smith Chevrolet, Sound Mind TMS, Tisha Brewer at State Farm, Denton Seamless Gutters, Hagamore Heating and Air, Odin's Auto Glass, Guthrie's Auto Service, and Happy Homes Real Estate. We will take a quick break and get ready for more football when we come back here. You are listening to the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning and More Coleman.
Tune in on Live 95 every Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. to get an eclectic mix of underground, indie, and all-around unique.
In the game of mortgages, experience matters. Meet Josh Phillips, a veteran with over 13 years in the mortgage industry. As a leader in the local mortgage community, Josh is more than just a lender. He's a partner who believes in making an impact. At Impact Mortgage Group, they're not just making mortgages. They're making a positive impact on borrowers and our community. You can experience the difference too with Josh Phillips at Impact Mortgage Group.
I'm Josh Phillips of Impact Mortgage Group. You can reach me at 256-338-2920, and I'll show you how my experience can help impact your next home purchase.
In MLS number 338177.
Welcome back to Cordova, the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning and More of Coleman, and both teams getting ready to come to the field here. It's a very intimate setting for football tonight. Quite a warm evening here in September. It's September 20th to be exact, and it's, almost 90 degrees today, they said.
You know what tomorrow is?
Worse.
The 21st night of September.
And I'm sure it'll be a night that some people will remember in the college football world. Of course, it was a warm September evening, becoming a chillier night as the night goes on, as the sun goes to bed. Hopefully we'll be expecting a low around 64 with a calm wind tonight. Of course, that information provided by the National Weather Service office in Birmingham. I'm not James Spann, but that's what you can expect.
You're better.
I wouldn't say that.
I think you are.
So your captain's coming up to midfield for the Good Hope Raiders. Tyler Cohn, who's going to be playing the quarterback position, joined by Landon Bagwell, Callahan Lindsay, and Hank Hudson.
On the Aura watch, though, James Spann definitely.
Oh, absolutely.
Aura.
Absolutely. I wish he was here tonight. Sometimes he makes these games. I don't know. Your captains on the Cordova sides of things. It looks to be number 13, Christopher Mavers. I believe I have number 3, Ledger Smothers. Number 7.
Number 18, Hank Hudson.
Well, I don't have number 7 on my list here.
Landon Bagwell. Number 5, Tyler Cohn.
Don't have a list for any of those guys over there as we are waiting for them to settle up. And I believe it's like number 52, Aaron Wilker will be the other, or Schunkweiler, actually.
Uh-oh. Lights went out.
The lights are going down here as they are setting the aura for this introduction. 1 minute and 37 seconds.
Or is this part of the light show?
If they bust out a light show on us, whoever approved that wins the aura.
Has won the toss and is elected to defer.
So the Raiders will defer, is I believe what we just heard there, and they will take it in the second half. Lights come back on. I don't think that was part of the show.
I think it was. I'm hyped. My hype level has only increased since those lights did.
Actually, scratch that. Cordova has elected to defer. They will get the ball in the second half. The Raiders will take it to begin.
Oh, that was planned.
And now there's the lights. As we try to set the mood for you back home.
I think it'd be better if they play a song to help set the mood, but
yeah. Otherwise, it just looks like a flickering light.
The announcement of captains brought to you by Odin's Auto Glass here in Coleman. And
we love that big glass savings.
They are also our extra point sponsor and our scoreboard sponsor. So we'll update you on the Odin's Auto Glass big glass scoreboard. Here come your Raiders dressed in the visiting whites. 2 weeks in a row we come out in these white jerseys. And the same as last week, they're let out. This time the band has made the trip. Complete opposite of last week's last week's weather. Dry and warm.
The drummer was playing imaginary drums for the band. It was very convincing. Now we have some real drums.
Cordova Blue Devils take the field. Now Cordova comes in dressed looking like the Kansas Jayhawks over here with that blue and red kind of.
Those colors, I couldn't think where I was remembering them from. They look so familiar, like especially up against that flag, and it's Kansas. I couldn't think of it, Dylan. Good eye.
Kansas or Louisiana Monroe. One of the two.
And I'm also...
it's Louisiana Tech. I'm sorry, Louisiana Tech.
Yeah, and I'm also getting a throwback Ole Miss vibe. Like early 2000s.
Yeah. I can
I got you. I got you. What you're talking about?
Yeah. Not black bears and not land sharks. Before that.
We'll get our first look at the Good Hope offense coming up here in just a little bit as they will get ready to receive the opening kickoff from Cordova.
Oh, we have a drone sighting, boys.
Right above the scoreboard. 12 minutes on the board. No score as we have just gotten started here on Coleman's Live 95.5 WRJM-LP. Coleman, glad you're listening to us here. Lawrence County and Fairview, the number 5 Aggies, having some technical issues, but they're getting it worked out. That'll be on Alt Channel 3 once they can get that figured out. But Chris Greer and Papa Greer on standby, working on some technical issues in that game. So if you're looking for that game, it will be there shortly.
Oscar actually broke some news about that game earlier this week. About who LC has been training with.
Oh, to his dad?
Galu Tagovailoa has trained the Red Devil boys up for a battle.
We got a battle here. It's going to be fielded by the Raiders, and it's Mason Drake to the 40, and he's wrestled down at about the 46-yard line, and he had a good opening run. The kicker, Mauricio Gomez for Cordova, gave him a good one, and Drake knows how to find a route. The quarterback tonight is Tyler Cohn. I'm sure you've been listening, of course, all, and heard about the issues with the injury bug, and we'll talk with Tony more about that, too, in just a second after we get this first play done here. It's going to be fielded at the 45 instead of their own, 1st and 10. Left to right as you listen, Cohn will hand this one off. Looks like it's going to go to Drake, and Drake will be wrestled back in the backfield. Ball comes out loose, but he's down before that one comes out.
I don't know if he was down, but the whistle blow.
Yeah.
2nd and 9 it will be. It'll be a 1-yard pickup. He definitely hit his back on the turf before that ball came loose. Whether if the whistle got him or not, they're still going to say it's his ball. It's 2nd and 9. I wonder if Cone will step back and throw something here. They're moving left to right as you listen to us right here. Drake finds a little more room and extra pushing and shoving going on down there as well, but no flags out. It'll be, they're going to be really generous here. They're going to say 6 to go. It's going to be on the 49.
Probably air it out here if you're Good Hope. Getting not much on the run the first 2 downs.
It's an empty backfield, actually. Well, no. Drake's to the left now. Cone's going to roll to the left as well. Cone's going to step up, throw, low pass. And it's intended for Aiden Young, incomplete. Now it'll be 4th down.
Looks like they're going to punt it here.
Cone will duel as the punter as well as he'll step back to the 32. No score yet. 10 minutes, 30 seconds into the first quarter. And the Good Hope Band right below here at Hudson Kirby Field. So you will hear a lot of them tonight. Now Cone steps up to the 40. Steps back. Okay. He's going to throw. It's a fake. Downfield. He didn't turn around in time. Complete.
Missed it.
He missed it.
Yeah. Threw it just a little too high. When he took those 2 steps up, I knew something was up.
What a play. I can't hate trying it, but I don't think the receiver was ready.
Should have thrown it wide away. He was wide open. Got a little too cute with the design, and he didn't need to. He was wide open.
I wonder if that's one of them things where they saw in film, you know, hey, they don't cover this guy, this gunner. Guess it's worth a try.
Can't hate him for trying, but it will go to Cordova now. 1st and 10 from the 49. Midfield, look at the handoff to their running back up the right side, and he has a little bit of room to work with, but Good Hope able to snuff him out. At least 2. We may be having some technical issues on our end to address. I heard some echoing there, folks. I don't know if we got that fixed, but we'll monitor that situation closely. I have listed here Caleb Smith at running back. The quarterback is Lincoln Smothers. We have them listed as that, but our rosters are not giving us accurate information here. And of course, you could look up, but they didn't got no numbers on that thing, so word to our coaches out there. Media people and scouts need. We'll call him number 2 for now until we get some clarification from the Cordova side of things. He's going to step back and throw, and it's going to be a short pass fielded.
A higher throw, and he'd be in the end zone. The DB trip.
Landon Bagwell tripped up over there. Yeah, you know, that would have been a touchdown if he had turned around and cut it up. But it'll be a 4th down nonetheless, and Cordova's not going to do anything tricky, we don't think, right now. And we got a clarification from one person who knows of the situation that Lincoln Smothers is not on the roster anymore. He's over in Jasper. The Vikings
scored for him last week against Coleman.
Yeah. We assume it's Mason Bates who's going to be the punter here. We'll call it as we see it. Tyler Bird kind of getting tied up with number 13, Christopher Mavers. No flag called on it, but just going to take it here at the 25. Minutes, 24 seconds, no score. It's kind of been a defensive stalemate on both sides. Number 2 defense in 4A in the Good Hope Raiders. We got some interesting stats about the Raiders to talk about. Cohen's going to flip this one. It's going to be a nice play, nice pickup to the 40 on the jet sweep. That's Landon Bagwell. That'll be the first. First. Josh Phillips at Impact Mortgage Group, first down. You know, die hard on our sponsors. Yes. We love them all, but it's going to be 1st and 10 here from the 41. Kind of the same spot they were at earlier. We'll chat about the Raiders and the Cordova Blue Devils in just a second. They're going to go right up the right side this time. Another design run for Mason Drake.
Not much there that time.
They said in the introductory for everybody in the stadium, the PA announcer said that the Raiders are 3-1, but the Fife game doesn't count. They counted it, of course. Probably to kind of stick it to the man, Deke, but we weren't phased. 2nd and 8 from the 44.
They were phased by Logan Anderson of Fife, though.
The back keeper, Cohen on the left side. Well, I mean, he's going places.
I think Good Hope would tell you, he is very real.
Pisgah would tell you to stuff it, but
I don't get the reference.
Well, they took him to, they beat him.
Oh.
Yeah. Because they took him to overtime, but I think that was a 4th quarter beatdown. 3rd and 7, 44-yard line here after the design run for the quarterback. This time he steps back, looks for a pass, and he has it complete. It's Aiden Young, short of the line to gain, but still a good complete pass. He is about a yard short of the line to gain. They have scored 51 points so far this season.
Interesting.
So, considering they only got 2 yards to go and they're at midfield.
But their average on the rush might not be 2 yards.
True.
Cordova's playing it safe, though. No man back.
They will punt it. Cohen punts it away. No trickery this time. They're going to get a nice tag down at about the 9.
Good roll.
Takes a good Hope roll. Let's check in. With our guy, Tony Thompson, on the sideline. Tony, you got a good look of all that last 2 seasons.
Yeah, man. We just we're trying to run the ball, and it's just not going to work. We're going to have to find some room in the passing game, but it's hard when our quarterback's still out.
Thank you, Tony. 51 points scored on offense all season so far for the Raiders. We are still scoreless here with 6 minutes in the first quarter. They have allowed 17 points all season. That is good enough for number 2 in 4A on defense. 5.3 average points per game allowed, while they are averaging 17.0 points on offense. Region record is 2-0. Their overall season record is 3-0.
A little delay in the start of this drive.
– 6 minutes officially still. 1st and 10 from the 9-yard line. The officials are kind of just talking it over the ball right now. 5 officials tonight, and of course the Cordova police providing a good security. Of course, there's been a lot of, discussion, a lot of talk about what's been going on in our school systems. And of course, Walker County has been one of the more proactive school systems when it comes to safety. And we appreciate them tonight being the safeguard over this contest. And of course, our resource officers from the Coleman County Sheriff's Office also making the trip here, so we thank them. It's 1st and 10 from the 9. Quarterback keeper up the middle.
The run game hasn't been there for either team so far.
No, not a whole lot of offense yet.
That's Trent Keating at quarterback. Number 6 he was listed, but he comes in as number 2 now. Able to get 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Good Hope had success the one time they handed it off on the end around. Wonder if Cordova will do the same thing. Because they've threatened it, but they haven't handed it off yet.
They threaten it again. It's Keating up the middle. It's about 2.
You're in the same position Good Hope's been in.
Yeah.
Run it twice.
3rd and 5, maybe. 3rd and 4.
With 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter, we are scoreless in Cordova.
I'll tell you what I'm running if I'm Good Hope. Cover 0.
Yep.
Four minutes, 45 seconds. No score yet. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and 5. They're at the 15-yard line of their own, backed up in their own territory.
Receivers given a lot of cushion.
Keating to pass. Keating slings it downfield and tripped up. Incomplete.
Flag.
Yeah. Flag comes in late, as they're going to say Tyler Bird tripped him up.
Might have saved a touchdown, though.
Yeah, I think he did.
I don't think Bird tripped him up. I think the grass tripped him up.
There was contact.
Yeah.
And you can hear Coach Scott from up here. He's heated. It's a PI going against the Raiders, going against Tyler Bird.
So we saw him, barely get one on the curl. Then he let that missile go. So I'm like, Cordova, I'd open up that playbook. So far, that's been the longest game for either team. Unless you count the kickoff return.
Well, that's a free one given by the officials here. It'll be 4 minutes and 29 seconds until the second quarter begins. And we have no score right to left as you listen. Keating's going to hand this one off to his running back, number 7. And 7 won't find much room. He gets about a couple yards on the carry.
Picks up 1 on the play. 2nd and 9.
I believe they called that young man Jeremy Wolf, but I could be mistaken. Nonetheless, it's 2nd and 9 here at the 31. 3 minutes, 47 seconds, no score. Keating, the keeper. Keating not going anywhere. He's going to lose a yard, actually. It'll be 3rd and 10.
3rd and long. That's what you don't want if you're Cordova.
Yeah.
Or really either team so far, the way this game has started.
Maybe you can draw another flag.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Cordova open it up, though. They had the other side, the receiver, number 16, I believe. I'll check his number. He was given a soft cushion and ran a slant route. Wouldn't have been that bad. Yeah, it was 16.
3 minutes, 2 seconds, and we have whistles. Timeout called. We'll take one with them. Scoreless here in Cordova. Back in a moment on the Good Hope Raider Sports Network. Brought to you by Cleaning and More of Coleman.
Live 95 is brought to you in part by Merchants Bank of Alabama, a division of South Point, now with several locations across the state, but still located in the heart of Coleman County. They are a proud sponsor of Coleman Community Radio on Live 95. Merchants Bank of Alabama, a division of South Point Bank, member FDIC.
Coleman Electric Cooperative's mission is to make life better in the communities we serve. That starts by providing reliable, affordable electricity, while our Sprout Fiber Internet service delivers blazing fast broadband internet to homes, schools, and businesses. Coleman Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of student athletes, cheerleaders, and band members who work hard every day to make their families and community proud. Coleman Electric Cooperative and Sprout Fiber Internet, powerful connections, brighter future.
Welcome back to football here on the Good Hope Raider Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning and More Coleman. Friday Night Live brought to you tonight by Cyber Broadband. Here is Keating. Keating in trouble. Keating finding a way. Flags coming out of the backfield. Doesn't pick up any positive yard except for the 5-yard scamper, 5 or 6 yard scamper, but nothing good enough for the first down, but this could be coming back completely.
On Cordova.
She'll go against the Blue Devils.
But did Good Hope accept the penalty?
Looks like they did.
I get they hadn't moved the ball much, but...
yeah, they probably...
I get what he's doing.
I'd decline it.
10-yard penalty. Backs Cordova up to the 19-yard line.
I get it. Pin them back in their own territory. Hope to God they're not going to pass something great here.
But you get the ball back. Guaranteed if you just decline it.
Unless they try something crazy and go for it in their own end, which I wouldn't expect them to.
And
I guess they're...
And if the ball is bobbled by Keating, Keating is going to lose control of it. It gets loose. It's
that
a forward pass.
Might have been a fumble there.
I mean, we don't have replay, so I can't tell you, but I would have said live ball just with my eyes.
Tony, you had a better look at it. Would you say that was a live ball?
Man, I think I did get a good look. I think his arm was going forward right there, going for that pass. But, yeah, looks like we're going to get the ball back. Hopefully we can get something going this next drive.
This is what I was hoping for, is that you hope that they try a pass, get it incomplete. They're going to have to punt it, obviously, from the 5 here. Yeah. You got somebody back near the 35 ready to take it the other way. Of course, they didn't expect him to boom it all the way to midfield to the logo. And, well, that kind of dashes your plans now, doesn't it?
Yeah. I did almost make the comment that he shanked the last punt, so maybe that was, but he absolutely boomed that one. So
no return, and that's the best news for Cordova.
Raiders will take over on their own 43-yard line.
Can't hate the field position, but this is where they've been the entire time. They've played it from midfield and haven't got past the 30 on the other side.
Someone's going to have to open up the playbook, and I predict the team that does that's going to be the one that wins.
I believe so, too.
Well, the story of Good Hope this season has been these low-scoring, high defensive affairs. First and 10. Quarterback keeper, good for a couple yards up the middle. So here we are again, 2nd and 7.
Looks like more of the same.
One minute, 46 seconds. There's no score, so if you're looking for the score, we ain't got one yet. But boy, we are looking for one here. A flag's coming out here, so Mason Drake's run may be for naught.
We have a flag on the play.
Drake was able to clear the line to gain, but it's not going to matter.
Illegal formation? I really don't know what that flag was for. They threw it as soon as the ball was snapped.
Penalty will back the Raiders back even further.
I feel like any penalty right now is a drive killer.
Yeah.
It is. 2nd and 12, it stays, but definitely doesn't help. I'm going to say, watch this matchup with Bagwell here at the top. His guy's kind of getting there a little late.
He's definitely backing off of him.
And Cohen's eyes goes that way first on the snap. Now he's going to have to keep it himself. He has to find some room. He does. He tucks it and goes up for about a yard.
It's back to the original line of scrimmage, it looks like.
Well, you know, his eyes went right that way to Bagwell for a second. But that's what he wanted them to do. He wanted them to look that way.
That pass rush got there quick that time.
1 minute, 5 seconds. Again, no score here if you're listening. We'll let you know when we got one. We promise. Third and 11 here. Big time for Cone. Slings it downfield. Has a man. It is incomplete. Contested 50-50 ball.
Was lucky it wasn't picked. That was underthrown. Yeah. Your best bet as a receiver there is to try to get a PI.
And Carter Rutherford really should have tried to sell it, yeah. He had 2 on him that could have sold that one.
Well, he would have needed to go back to the ball. He was going straight up in the air.
And we've got whistles on this one. Looks like it's just a procedure for the officials. 57 seconds in the first quarter. No score from either side. It's 4th and 10, and Cone will punt this one away. Going to bounce to the 30 now, to the 20, and roll all the way to the 15-yard line before it's tagged out of bounds.
It's a 43-yard punt by Cone. Blue Devils will take over.
We'll have the Blue Devil ball here. Let's see if we got any regional updates on the scoreboard. We've got a 14-0 score. Fairview over the Lawrence County Red Devils. I know you don't want to hear that, Nick. I'm sorry, buddy.
No, that's still time.
He says there's still time. I mean, there still is. But we'll have some other regional scores provided to you soon here on the Odin's Autoglass Regional Scoreboard. And maybe this is a good time for it. We just actually got
too many men on the field. They had to call a timeout.
Someone's heated there. I don't know if that was a Cordova fan or if that was a coach we caught on our hot mic. But doing his best Nick Saban impersonation, maybe?
No.
Someone's trying out.
There's only one.
So Vonmont leading county rival of Cordova.
You bet the Reverend South Alabama offensive coordinator Rob Ezel.
Well, I was going to say Will Muschamp.
Vonmont leading Carbon Hill 16-0 right now, while Holly Pond trails Geraldine 14-0. Cold Springs has 6 over the highly touted and well-discussed Winston County Yellow Jackets. 6-0 so far for the Eagles. That's good news for them. Addison will be in town next week for Good Hope as we come back to the field now.
You didn't miss much. Cordova ran over of the middle and didn't get much. Next play.
We mentioned Addison. They're trailing Hackleburg 16-0. They are on the menu next week for Good Hope. Muscle Shoals leading Coleman 7-0. And that's all we got right now. No score from Hansville and Oakman or any other updates other than the 14-0 Fairview score we got just a second ago over the Red Devils of Lawrence County. 19 seconds, first quarter. Probably going to have time expire before we even get this ball snapped here.
They might have time to run up the middle one more time.
10 seconds, then roll.
Oh, empty. No, it's not empty. Just the post was blocking.
5 seconds, and Keating keeps it. Keating is tackled.
I was correct. They ran up the middle one more time.
They did.
In the first quarter.
Well, the end of the first quarter, it is 0-0 here from Cordova. It has been a defensive stalemate, but offense has yet to make an appearance. We're waiting on the bus to show up for offense. We'll take a break. More of this when we get back on the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning and More of Coleman.
Hey, Good Hope friends, it's Tommy. I want to tell you about my friends at Hagamore Heating and Air. As the seasons change, the friendly folks at Hagamore Heating and Air know how important it is for your home to stay just right. Whether it's a blast of cool air or a cozy warm hug, Hagamore Heating and Air is here to make sure you're comfortable all year long. They're at every game, so they're like family, and they treat your home as their own. A proud supporter of Good Hope Athletics. You can reach them at 256-338-3332. 256-338-3332. Hagamore Heating and Air, where your comfort is our top priority. You changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck goose because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Tisha Brewer will make it easy and affordable to help protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you'd do anything for, life insurance could mean everything.
I'm Tisha at Tisha Brewer State Farm. We're located behind Cook's Pest Control at 909 Fisher Street. You can reach us at 256-734-4645. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Second quarter of football here on the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning and More of Coleman. Scoreless from Cordova. Dylan Deemer, Nick McCarley, Oscar Ricardo, and Tony Thompson on the call with you tonight. Mostly the same crew back next week for homecoming against the Addison Bulldogs. We'll have that one right here. Same place, same time, same blonde hair.
Same rap channel.
Mamba's not out yet, though.
No, the Mambas are here. And they might be in the sticks over there, too. It's pretty growed up.
This is some...
the kudzu all around the practice facility where the band is warming up. It is a hole in the ground, quite literally. Hudson Kirby Stadium here in Cordova. A hop, skip, and a jump down the road from Jasper. Shout out to our friends over there in Jasper at the radio station in Jasper, which of course I'm forgetting the name of. Of course, when I want to give them a shout out, but my buddy Brett Elmore at WJLX, as they're doing the Jasper coverage tonight, of course, as they always are. But good friends welcomed us to Jasper last week. Of course, the rain from Tropical Storm Francine kind of played a role into that one. We missed out on that one with the change in date and everything crazy that happened. So they welcomed us, and they wanted us to come out and do the Coleman. And we just got a train horn, and no one scored here, but welcome back. It kind of reminds you of being back at Vinemont almost.
Yes. We miss Vinemont. We miss it dearly. You know, a great community with a great program, innovative offense, and a fine people. Like, I remember many times Vinemont warning us of, like, no bad behavior, no smoking or dipping or any of that. They hold you to a high standard over there. Vinemont will always be in our hearts if we don't get to cover them during the Live 95 Country last drive.
Well, yeah, but... shout out Coach Robinson up there.
Yes, an offensive mastermind. Like, you know,
right now against Carbon Hill, which the Cordova fans probably love the idea that Vinemont's beating them 6-0.
You know, I wish I could see some of that Vinemont magic right now. It's 0-0. The offenses have been very stagnant. They don't run it up the middle quite like Vinemont does.
Let's hope they kind of get it together here. Shout out to our 39 listeners across both channels tonight.
We got 90 on Facebook. 120. Big time.
Well, when we have a football game, we'll bring it to you, but officials just kind of have a little bit of a powwow, and now both teams come out. Cordova will have the ball to begin the second quarter. Yeah, we had to spend time kind of vamping there for a second because we didn't have anything going on, and there was no indication of what that was. They were just kind of having a little bit of a talk out there.
I know Cordova's cooked up something special for this third down.
They come back to it, 3rd and 6 from the 20. They're going to move left to right as you listen here. 20 seconds on the play clock. They're going to step back. Keating thought about throwing, keeps it himself. Keating spinning around and finally tackled. And that tackle...
So he's going to be short.
Saves a first down.
Picks up 5 yards on the play.
And I believe that was Mason Drake who will get credited with that one.
Let's see if the punter can boom another one.
Yeah, he definitely boomed one the last time he was out.
And Drake is going to step back. He's going to be the lone man in the backfield, and he's going to step to about the 40. The 45 he'll stop. This young man, Mason Drake, Friday nights he gets to work, and he works on Saturday mornings too. He's going to catch it. Fair catch called. He'll take it to the 46 or 47. Gets up and works Friday nights as he puts his pads and helmet on and puts on a performance for the Good Hope Raiders and clocks in tomorrow morning for his job. Gives it all there. Good kid. All around some good kids on this team here. $11:15 to go in the half. We are scoreless here in Cordova. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. We're at the midfield logo. Nice painted numbers here. I'd like to see another game here.
Yeah,
for sure.
I would definitely.
It's Mason Drake open to the 40 and finally brought down at about the 38-yard line. Had to miss a step from the linebacker there. Almost kind of...
Yeah, he slowed up a little bit.
Yeah.
That'd be the biggest gain of the game.
Yeah, other than the flag.
Yeah.
Well, Good Hope did have that one end around where they got a first down.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that.
And our guy Tony's got a good look at this play right here as we'll have it 2nd and 2. Cone steps back. Cone has somebody downfield. And it's connected. And it's caught. Carter Rutherford sets up the Good Hope Raider first down. That one is brought to you by Josh Phillips at Impact Mortgage Group. And now we're cooking with peanut oil, they'd say.
Yeah, Cordova was playing way off their receivers. I wonder if they're going to try some more of those quick passes.
Rutherford again on the carry. It's about a 7 yard. Picks up about 7 yards on the run there. And again, I don't mean to say it again, but now we're cooking with peanut oil here.
This already classifies as a drive in this game.
Let's just hope we can come away with some points.
This time it's Mason Drake. Drake is dragging people with him.
That'd be enough to get him a first down.
That should be enough for the first down. Hank Hudson says it is. It is. Brought to you by Josh Phillips at Impact Mortgage Group. So now we cut inside to the 23. Just outside the red zone by 3. This time it's Hank Hudson on the carry. He's going to be tackled hard at the 20, but he was galloping for a second, and I thought he was going to break open and get the touchdown. Another hard-working young man out there. Of course, my opinion, if you run me back and figure out who I am, my opinion's going to come back biased. I know these kids really well, but...
You're also a hard worker. We got a hard-working team.
This time Mason Drake breaks open middle of the pack there, and they'll bring it down to the 10.
Might be another first down.
All that Rutherford. I tell you, that was Mason Drake. It is a first down. So the 13-yard line's where they'll spot him on the Josh Phillips Impact Mortgage Group first down. Chipping away at the Cordova defense so far. a combination of passes and runs. This time it stays with the run. It stays with Mason Drake. Good for about 2 yards.
Let's see who's got the better goal line.
Yeah. I mean, if you're Cordova, you got to sell out and stop the run. If they're going to beat you, make them beat you.
And they have been for most of the game until this drive.
Yeah, and guess what? Good Hope's moving the ball pretty easily, so I would say.
I agree.
Finding all the lanes at work. It's Drake again. Drake having to use some moves as he went immediately laterally to the right and then had to cut back to the left. Tripped up there too.
That was a good tackle in space by the defender.
It was, yeah. If he would have missed, he would have scored there.
Third and 6 here inside the red zone.
Got 3 to the left, 3 receivers to the left.
And it's going to be Tyler Cone.
He didn't get it.
He didn't get to the end zone, but he was pretty close.
They got a first down, though.
They did. I think they were going to get the first down, but the wall came up. The wall of blue came up before Cone could score.
Just short.
They're saying just short in the PA box, but they mean just short of the goal line because the sticks are coming down.
To the Raiders at the 2-yard line.
So, mind you, you're going to hear some things from this PA guy across the way. They've got an outdated Good Hope roster. So you may be listening at home saying, well, you said that it was Mason Drake, but I heard Carter Rutherford. Well, they've got number 0 as number 1. So, mind you, here's the play up the middle.
Didn't get it.
Did not get it that time. 2nd and goal coming up. To tell you how outdated the roster had, they must have just kind of penciled in some of the names from the last time Cordova and Good Hope faced off. They had Bailey Quick being called out. Now, stellar athlete. I remember Bailey Quick's days playing in a Raider uniform, but it's been a long time. So the fax machine must be a little behind here. 2nd and goal from the 1. We'll quit ranting about that. It's Tyler Cone up the middle. Did he get it?
I don't think he did.
Touchdown! Touchdown Raiders.
How many plays do you think they ran on that drive?
I wish I would have tallied that up. Probably about 10 or 11.
It was a good catch by the holder there.
That makes it 7-0 after the Robert Rodriguez kick is up and good. And it's time to check our regional scoreboard, brought to you by Odin's Auto Glass. Of course, our big glass scoreboard brought to you each week. We'll give you all the updates in Coleman County. Muscle Shoals leading Coleman 14-7. Fairview leading the Lawrence County Red Devils 14-7. Oakman leads Hanceville 21-0, and Vinemont leading Carbon Hill 16-0. An offensive showdown, mind you, happening up the road in Carbon Hill by the Vinemont Eagles. Masterclass, mind you.
Yes.
And also in Winston County, Colt Springs and Winston County in a knockdown dragout, 6-7 in favor of the Yellow Jackets. And this Raider defense comes back, rated at number 2 in 4A. They are HOTGOTO.
Now, if you're Cordova, I would recommend you PASS.
He didn't say a bad word. He said PA. Yeah, you get the point.
I started with the P.
Don't give it an awkward pause, mind you.
I was making sure I was spelling it right. That'd be more embarrassing.
That's true. Robert Rodriguez to kick this one from the 40. It's low, but it's going to be a nice one nonetheless, and Cordova's just going to fall on it. I don't think that was his intended play there, but you can kind of tell.
Bounce like he thought it would.
Where we can tell, and we'll tell you at home because you can't see it too, but it's a little greener right there than it is in most other spots. So I'm thinking it's holding moisture a little better.
I think the main objective was to hit it to that void there where there was nobody at.
Yeah.
And they really, and it ended up being effective because they didn't get no return out of it. The Good Hope just had to fall on the ball. And it's within the 30, so they didn't give off a big kick return like they did at the beginning of the game.
Mind you that too, but I think he legitimately slid right there. I think it's a little more slick in that spot of the field than anywhere else. That or maybe by the 20. And of course we have to tell you because you can't see it where we're at, but I think the dimension of this field kind of holds water a little different. Play clock's going to be, snap comes out, hits Keating, and play clock ticked down to 0, and
they take a timeout.
Looks like they got the timeout in, and we will take a break. It's 7-0, Good Hope here. We'll be back in just a second.
Do you or a loved one suffer from treatment-resistant depression? Depression can be bad. Start living your full life. If you suffer from depression and don't know where to turn, you can think TMS therapy. TMS is a non-invasive way to treat multiple mental health disorders. Sound Mind TMS in Coleman can help. For more information, you can call Sound Mind TMS at 256-735-9475 or visit their website at soundmindtms.com. Dr. Robert Smith and his staff can help, so stop suffering. Think Sound Mind TMS.
And we are back.
For those wanting to know the score, it's 7-0 Raiders here. Cordova has the ball, and Cordova is not going to go anywhere with it as they are going to get swarmed up by some white jerseys from Good Hope.
Whoever would have expected that play call. They ran it up the middle.
He loses a yard as Keating on the carry, and that'll be 2nd and 11 coming up here from the 28. Cordova not finding a lot of identity so far.
Well, they have an identity. It's running it up the middle for no gain. Like, it's just like being like a lower tier superhero. Like, you want to be like Superman or Batman. But right now, you're in like that, like, Condiment King lane.
Roll Tide Willie would not be happy about this offensive scheme for Cordova.
He'd say give the ball to Ryan Williams, best receiver in the country. Another rush for no gain.
Yeah, another loss.
You know.
And 12. Well, when you're averaging 58 or you're averaging 14.5 points per game, that's not going to help your record tonight, probably. Your defense is allowing 87 points all season. That's an average of 21.8 so far. I would imagine this is going to be more favored towards the team that finds their offensive identity. And I'm not going to say Good Hope hasn't had a challenge. Haleyville was probably the best one. And they put 27 on them. Held them to 7. Keating rolling out. Pressure's coming. Here comes the boom. It's picked. It's picked. Hank Hudson.
I like standing in the pocket.
And the offense for the Good Hope Raiders comes back with great field position as they'll set up shop at the 37 of Cordova. They'll go right to left as you listen here. And I'll tell you, one person came off the sideline and into the field of play fired up. It's going to be that young man up there, number 6, Tyler Bird. Cone to Drake. Drake gets chopped on that one as he goes up the middle and to the left a bit. So it's a 1-yard gain.
You know, Good Hope found something on the running game last drive, but it hadn't been working for most of the game. So it's interesting to see if Cordova gets back to more playing aggressive against the run.
Let's hope they can find something here. Now, to the right of Cone will be Drake. Drake tried to be a blocker there. He'll find Rutherford. Rutherford finding some room. Rutherford to the races and pushed out of bounds before he got to the 5, but we've got some laundry on the field. 2 flags now.
Because one wasn't good enough.
Tony, you got the best spot on that one. What'd you see?
Yeah, man, we just a screen pass out here, and he run upfield, and Callahan just had a handful of jersey that he just didn't really need to have, but he ended up getting it, and so they're going to mark us off 10 yards and redo it.
I was about to say, if you're Cordova, Good Hope was delayed in getting that screen out, and no one really reacted to it till he had the ball still. Like you saw, it was a screen. You got to get up. But, I mean, spam that play is when they're playing off like this. I'm Cordova. Cover 0 and man up. I don't care if I get beat deep.
All for naught for Carter Rutherford as
not because it's only like 2nd and 1.
Well,
man.
you know, but not all gone. But it could have been a bigger play if Callahan and Lindsay didn't have handfuls of jerseys. But you win some, you lose some. But Mason Drake's going to make up for it. Gets that first down and then some.
You had 3 guys on the line.
Those first downs brought to you by Josh Phillips at Impact Mortgage Group.
They had 3 guys on the line against the team that runs the ball almost every play.
And that was our updates that we can tell you about around the region. We're quite just yet on our Odom's Auto Glass Big Glass Regional Scoreboard, other than the Oakman score favoring more Oakman and less Hansford. 21-0 to be exact. Here is Tyler Cone. Cone galloping, stepping, and to the 11 he will be tackled.
Physical run there by the quarterback.
He's doing a great job tonight, extending the play where he can. 2nd and 3 coming up inside the red zone. 2 minutes, 16 seconds. Good Hope leads 7-0 over the Cordova Blue Devils. This is a region game. If they win tonight, they'll improve to 4-0 and 3-0 in the region, and that's huge. Here's the carry up the middle. Mason Drake chopped up as he's running, and he'll pick up about 3 to 4 on the carry.
Rutherford carries for about 6, and that's a 1st and goal.
Well, they're going to say it's a first. So we have the disadvantage of being on this hill right here where we're at. That is the worst side to tell you what happens.
We can't tell where
So they're saying it's 1st down. Credit that one to Josh Phillips and Impact Mortgage Group, but 1st down Raiders. Great sign for the run. Again, they say Carter Rutherford. It's Mason Drake.
We'll do better in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, we will. You just need a 1st quarter to warm up is all, as you can see the product on the field. It's Mason Drake again. Drake in for the score. Touchdown Raiders.
That wasn't.
I'll say he's a
yard
minute short, maybe.
Well, this announcer was just a little too excited for that play. So he's at the 2 instead. Okay. The official was thinking he extended first. He looked like he was going to do the extend his arms, but still a good run.
Well short.
Still a good run. Could be the same result here in just a second because I've seen them kind of go the same way. 53 seconds to go till halftime. They go with Drake. Drake is in. No. Now he's got 1 yard to go.
Better watch that clock
37 seconds. They've got to hurry up.
You don't have to hurry. You just got to be aware. Because more than anything, it's if you get stuff here, you got to call it time.
Well, you don't get the ball back when that 24 seconds is up. Flag's down.
Oh, no. False start.
5-yard penalty. That could really hurt you here.
Yeah. They burned a timeout.
And, the Good Hope fans, the student section, everybody didn't really appreciate that call, but
pitiful, they say. Pitiful.
Thank you for keeping it PG out there, Tony. Fairview leading Lawrence County 22-7. Lima leading Carbon Hill, still 16-0, while Geraldine and Holly Pond are in a battle, 21-6 right now in quarter number 2. So we're on the rocks here at Hudson Kirby Stadium, and we got a couple fans to the right of us that are also on the rocks.
not as cool as that kid who went up the rock to get to it.
Yeah. Think about Vinemont's field before they kind of fixed it up a little bit, but with a little more,
more of a slope.
Mountaineer kind of thing. Here is Mason Drake pushing, trying to get in. I'm going to wait. He got it. Touchdown, Raiders.
He ran through about 3 guys there to get a touchdown.
I held it that time. I held it. 13-0, 13 seconds here on September 20th. Point is up, and it's good for Robert Rodriguez. 14-0 Raiders over the Blue Devils. They're going to have 13 seconds here on defense, and I wouldn't imagine we'll get much from Cordova except a couple runs, maybe through the middle.
Yeah, probably.
They're getting the ball back, so.
Coach is talking to the kicker here. I wonder if they're going to try something. Surely not with only 13 seconds left, but.
I would say if you're looking at this team and you're thinking, if you want to try something, this is your week to try something.
Yeah.
Test it out. You got some interesting players next week. Addison's not the same juggernaut they have been before, and, Good Hope people know that well.
True, but do you want to put that on film?
Well, you got to tune up a little bit. No, you don't want to put that on film for people to see, but this is your week to do it if you're going to do anything.
I wouldn't hear, especially with this lineup.
There's a blue jersey about every quadrant on the field here. Lined up at the 40. Low kick for Rodriguez. He'll bounce it to the 35, and, I thought for a second that it was going to be pried away. But it'll be at their own 33. I thought for a second number 21 was going to pry that one away.
As long as Cordova keeps leaving that giant void on kickoff, I'm sure they're going to keep kicking it to that same spot.
Yeah, the hands have been good for Cordova, but you tense up every time.
Yeah.
You got to imagine if Carson Hollis had got in there and pried that away, that'd have been a home run ball. But I guess we'll never know. Halftime coming up here in just a little bit as both bands ready to take the field as they have been warming up in this practice field kind of to the left of us. Here is a play from Cordova. It's up the middle, and this time it's got a little room with it. But 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the end of the half. Your Good Hope Raiders leading 14-0 over the Cordova Blue Devils. Tony, we want to get a quick word for you for your halftime recap of what you saw there, Tony.
Yeah, man, great first half. Slow start. Like it's been the past couple weeks. We couldn't get anything done in the first quarter, but in the second quarter we figured out how to do the offensive side of things, and excited for the second half. But just expect a lot of the same in the second half, just straight running the ball down our throat, and let's go out there and get this win.
All right, thanks, Tony. We will take our ceremonial step away and give you to the Good Hope Raider Band as they'll be performing here at midfield here at Hudson Kirby Stadium. And following that will be the home band of Cordova. Full crowd on the Good Hope bleachers, as there's probably not many of those here, of course. This is a pretty old school stadium here in Blue Devil country. But nonetheless, we've got a good second half coming up here on the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning and More of Coleman. As we can find our way out of here, maybe we'll go take a break.
Hey, Coleman drivers. Are you tired of the hassle and confusion when it comes to buying a car? Well, we've got fantastic news for you. Meet Adam Aker at Mitch Smith Chevrolet in Coleman, your go-to guy for a no-nonsense car buying experience.
Hey, folks. Adam here. You know, buying a car shouldn't be stressful. That's why at Mitch Smith Chevrolet, we pride ourselves on transparency, trust, and there's never any BS at MS.
That's right. Adam Aker and the Mitch Smith Chevrolet team are changing the game.
I live and breathe Coleman, just like you. So when you step into our showroom, you're not just another customer, you're family. Together, we'll find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs and budget. Remember, Adam Aker, Mitch Smith Chevrolet, what's not to love?
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Alabama. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the AHSAA and the Alabama High School Athletic Directors and Coaches Association.
In today's world, broadband internet is an absolute necessity. Unfortunately, the large cable and phone companies only provide broadband internet where it's profitable for them. For the rest of us, there's Cyber Broadband. Providing internet service since 2004, Cyber utilizes a small radio antenna to deliver broadband where cable and DSL don't go. You can join the 21st century today with Cyber Broadband, supporting streaming, VPN access, and everything else you've been wanting to do with that slow internet connection. It's Cyber Broadband for the win. They can be found online at cyberbroadband.net or look them up on Facebook.
We take you now to the field for the Good Hope Raider Marching Band.
Mr. Coleman Easterwood, is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the Good Hope High School Marching Raider Band. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Walker County Superintendent Dennis Willingham and Principal Jody Harrison, we are proud to present the Cordova High School Blue Devil Marching Band. The band is under the field direction of Brian Perkins and color guard coordinators Austin Holman and Rook Robinson. Our 2024 production is entitled 007, with music selections which include the James Bond theme by Monty Norman, Live and Let Die by Paul McCartney, No Time to Die by Billie Eilish, and Skyfall by Adele. Tonight's soloists include Jake Kane, Will Katz, Alea Cooper, Jeremy Prescott, Carissa Tittle, and Kaylee Tucker. Drum Major Madison Scarborough, is your band ready? You may take the field.
Guthrie's Auto Service has been providing quality automotive service since 1985. Located in Coleman on Eva Road, just north of 157, Guthrie's Auto Service is a AAA approved and Napa Auto Care Center, meaning their repair work is warranted up to 3 years or 36,000 miles, and because they're part of the Napa Auto Care Network, their work is also warranted at over 14,000 Napa Auto Care locations across the country. Terry Guthrie and his team are award-winning, collecting Napa's Auto Care Center of the Year for the Nashville Distribution Center and a People's Choice Award in 2020. More information is online at Guthrie'sAutoservice.net.
Are you ready to make your next move in Coleman? Hi, I'm Tommy.
And I'm Angela. We're not just realtors, we're a family dedicated to helping yours.
We're not just about buying or selling property. We're about building connections within our community.
From local schools to charity events, we're active because we care about Coleman.
When you use us, you're not just getting one realtor, you're getting a team working around the clock for you.
With our experience and expertise, we'll guide you through every step of the process.
We're the Warhurst Team Realtors at Hagamore Realty Group.
We make it happen, you make it home.
One of the most important things on your home is sometimes the most overlooked, your gutters. For gutter cleaning, repair, or new gutters, the name to know is Denton's Seamless Gutters. Locally owned and operated, licensed and insured. Denton's offers free estimates and a 10% discount to active and retired service members and any active emergency responders. For gutters, it's Denton's Seamless Gutters, 706-207-7969, or search Denton's Seamless Gutters on Facebook.
In 1952, 7 men at an aluminum plant banded together and started Lister Hill Credit Union with only $5 each. Today, more than 92,000 have joined us, continuing the legacy of supporting themselves and the community through Lister Hill. It's all about we and what we can do together.
We've spent a lot of time on this. The investigation is finally over. We uncovered several leads, and we have finally found it. We have found what every small business in Coleman has been looking for. Fiber optic quality internet is here. Utilizing cutting-edge radio technology, Cyber Broadband is now able to offer fiber optic quality internet in the immediate downtown Coleman area and most Coleman industrial parks. More information is available by calling Cyber Broadband, 256-734-1077, 256-734-1077, or on the web at cyberbroadband.net.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Tisha Brewer right here in Coleman could switch you over and you could start saving today. Tisha and her team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Tisha Brewer, it's easy to switch and save.
I'm Tisha at Tisha Brewer State Farm. We're located behind Cook's Pest Control at 909 Fisher Street. You can reach us at 256-734-4645. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Alabama, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Coleman Appliance Repair is your locally owned and operated appliance and repair company. Servicing most models and brands, they can be found on Facebook or Google for in-home appliance repair needs. Proudly supporting Coleman area athletics and collegiate football, when that appliance frustrates you and you're in need of a repairman, Robert Brantley is ready to help. You can call him at 256-507-3415 or find him on Facebook, Google, or online at ColemanApplianceRepair.com.
Live 95 Country.
We are back in Blue Devil country here. 14-0 as the band for Cordova took an extended encore as the Good Hope football team came back to the field. They're warming up now as they are leading 14-0 here on the Good Hope Radio Sports Network, presented to you by Cleaning and More of Coleman, and momentum stays with the visiting team, I think.
Yeah, 0 if you're Cordova from offense so far.
It has been all good hope so far as the second quarter proved to be the time for the Raiders to wake up. Third quarter is probably going to be the same way here. As you can see, the quarterback and the two wide receivers are warming up here. Rutherford, Cone, and Bird all kind of getting some tosses in as they warm up. Even Mason Drake gets a turn at it. All right, as Good Hope's team will come back in. They will have to play defense to begin the second half, as the Blue Devils won the opening toss and decided to defer. So if they're going to light a fire under anybody's butt, this is the time to do it if you're Cordova. But we haven't seen a lot of fires being started here.
No, and
on the Cordova side.
If there was one lit in all this foliage, it wouldn't be good.
No, it's a little dry out here. Not really, but a little drier than it should be in the state of Alabama. Humid here above Hudson Kirby Field.
Yeah, we got a lot of flooding from Lawrence County ways. I saw a post about it, though, that made me feel better.
Well, even in the West Point community last Saturday and Friday, they were dealing with floods. Had to move the game to Coleman's Oliver Woodard Stadium. They ended up getting beat by the Red Devils.
By the mighty Red Devils.
I'm thinking on the Red Devils side of things. And we'll give you an update on that game going on between Fairview and Lauderdale, or I want to say Lauderdale County, Lawrence County.
And the mighty Red Devils. If you wasn't with us when we were 0-10, you sure can't be with us when we're, what's our record?
3-1.
3-1.
And they're hoping to go 4-1. Fairview leading them 22-14. Well, back to the Raiders and the Blue Devils.
A little hesitant to get on that one.
He was going to get piled.
They'll take it at their own 35-yard line as they're just going to have to fall on it.
Which, by the way, Good Hope still kicking it to the void in the middle of the Cordova return team.
Not a bad idea, though. It's worked out well for them.
Keep doing it. I think eventually they probably will recover one.
Let's see if Cordova has anything new the second half.
I'm going to go on a limb and say they run it up the middle here.
Oscar Adamas.
For a second, I thought the running back was about to lose the ball.
Excuse me, Mercado Stradamus.
Yeah.
11-14 here in the third quarter, and, well, they ran it up the middle and got nothing but 2 yards.
Deja vu all over again.
2nd and 8 here from the 37 now as the Raiders play defense, and, boy, they're holding up strong here. Of course, they're not really trying to find any holes anywhere out there, but mind you, this offense is trying with Keating here.
They ran it outside, but to the same result.
I believe they said Fulton with the carry for good Lord, Cordova. I'm thinking about that Carbon Hill Vinemont knockdown drag out going on down the road.
What's the score in it?
Score in that one is 24-0 Vinemont.
Wow,
that's an offense right there. Does Good Hope play Vinemont this year?
Not this year. That'd be a good game to watch, though. 3rd and 7 here for Cordova. This time they're finding some room, and I don't think they're going to get close to that line, but I could be wrong.
He's close. No, he got it.
He got it.
If at first you don't succeed, try again and again and again and again.
This time the run pays off for Cordova. It's a first down for them.
I feel like they haven't had a first down in a minute.
It's been.
Not since the penalty, maybe?
Yeah, probably since the penalty in the first quarter.
You know, when they run the quarterback, it's more effective than, especially on the 3rd and longs. They had a good 7-yard gain one time on that very play. This is reminiscent of a Mike Tomlin Steelers game where he drags you back into 2005 kicking and screaming.
10 minutes, 10 seconds, third quarter. It's 14-0 Good Hope. Here's Keating again. Keating gets hit in the middle. Landon Bagwell laying the boom on. And we got a minute. Let's check in with our sideline guy, Tony Thompson. Tony, did you have a good halftime hanging out there?
Man, I had a great time hanging out, talking to some ex-guys that used to play for Good Hope, Tanner Malin and Peyton Bagger. We're just catching up on the good old times back in the day when we were winning games.
As we are tonight so far. Thank you, Tony. 9:38 to go in the third quarter. Good Hope leads 14-0 Cordova. It's 2nd and 11 as they have the ball, and they are probably going to draw up a pass play if they want to get past this Good Hope defense. And, of course, Keating is going to step back this time. Keating chucks it downfield.
What is this sorcery?
To the 40 and tackled at the 35.
He was saving it.
They definitely caught Good Hope off guard there with that pass because there was two guys wide open.
It's a first down for Cordova. And the humidity getting to our equipment up here as I'm trying to look at the roster to tell you what that was. Tyden Ledbetter there with the reception for Cordova, and the humidity's got this paper all soaked now, and things are just sliding off the table. Nonetheless, we have
Cordova is opening up that playbook.
Change of pace for the Blue Devils. 1st and 10. Flag coming out on this one. Quarterback keeper for Keating. 2 flags down now, officially on the 35-yard line. This will likely be against Cordova.
They're already moving back.
Had to say so, and my say so is correct.
The Blue Devils will be penalized 10 yards for holding.
A holding penalty for 10 yards. So that will kind of give you a little bit of a sting in the behind. Having some positive yard plays and finally having a good position on the Raiders, and you have to go back to the 20, or rather to the 37.
Well, they went back.
No, 44-yard line. They go back 1st and 20 is what I'm trying to say.
Well, they went back to that run game that hasn't been working.
Flags down again.
Oh, man. They're going to deprive us of a pass play here.
The screen pass to number 16, but it's not going to be anything. Wow.
That was
offsides on the Raiders. That's positive for Cordova. 5 yards.
It's like nothing ever happened.
1st and 15. Well, it's
only half of it. But when you air it out, that is nothing. Now, 5 yard, 15 yards of trying to run the ball up the middle. Don't think that's going to work for him.
At the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And they're going to run up the middle and go really nowhere. Credit those tackles to Good Hope's 71 and 75. Those young men being Jathan Smith and Tristan Grund. 7:25 in the third quarter. Raiders still hold the 14-0 lead. Cordova trying to knock at it a little bit here as they go 2nd and 14 at the 38-yard line. And we have a flag down.
False start, it seems.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty.
Back where we started.
That'll be 2nd and 19.
Man, you complete a big pass play. It's been the best play so far the entire game, and then this is how,
Well, if they were considering running it up the middle, maybe it gives them time to change the play.
They're wasting a lot of time, though. 6 minutes and 55 seconds in the third quarter, and you trail by 2 scores. I'd be hurrying up and getting down that field.
and not committing penalties.
Exactly. You want to win this game, don't you, Cordova? Here's Keating on the screen pass. They're snuffing that one out. Raider defense comes up big. We've got a cramp down here. We thought we did. No, it's Tyler Cohn. He comes back up.
You got to read the defense a little bit. The guys were up at the line. That's when you don't run the screen.
And Good Hope knew to do that because
that's the play they ran before it was blown dead.
Yes, yeah.
And they ran up with Rutherford and Cohn. And I thought for a second Cohn was cramping, but Rutherford helps him up. He's fine. He's talking it over. Playing the quarterback position on defense, too, mind you. Here comes 3rd and long, and they're going to go with a run.
Okay.
In the middle. I mean, come on. And we got some flags down. Oh, we may have a ball loose, too. Good Hope signaling they have it, but
they're saying it hit down by contact.
Now they come out and say it is down by contact, as you said. And
what a waste of a drive.
Man. Blown dead before the ball came loose. So 4th down coming up, and it's going to be from 20 yards out if they want to get the first down. So I got to imagine this can be punt formation. Good Hope kind of taking their time. They're going to take a timeout. This is an official timeout, mind you. So we will officially tell you the scores that we have on the new updated Odin's Auto Glass Big Glass scoreboard. That drone is going down for a second. I thought for a second it was going down as an accident, but it's fine. It's just a little drone, so nothing major, but I guess they're giving it a break. Nonetheless, we'll take you to our scoreboard. We have some scores from around the region. Geraldine leading Holly Pond 28-6. Vinemont over Carbon Hill 30-0. Fairview over Lawrence County 22-14. Coleman trails Muscle Shoals 35-14. And Hansfield trailing Oakman 34-0. Also an update in Cold Springs and Winston County. Winston County leads by a score. It's 14-6. Your score remains here 14-0 in favor of Good Hope. And we come back to the field for more football here. It's going to be 4th down and 20 to go. I'm noticing some of this chain gang guy right here. He's got his camera out. He's putting it up now, but you don't see that.
That's sketchy.
You don't see that a lot. He's taking photos.
Not a good punt.
Not a good punt at all, and fair catch called by Mason Drake. Someone getting lippy with him. He turned around to give the ball to the official, and someone was in his face for a second. He comes back and gets back in position, but someone was jawing a little bit. Couldn't catch what he said, or he was saying something to the running back. Yeah, that was a little sketchy, though, by this guy right here in the blue shirt.
Is that Connor Stallions?
He's stealing signals.
I don't know the rules on that, but that kind of seemed, I mean, maybe he's just kind of taking it in, wants to show his wife or his kids, like, look what Daddy was doing last night. But
he's probably taking pictures of the 25-yard line. It's pretty crooked.
Someone may get the Not My Job award. It's Mason Drake on the right side. He's going to be stuffed. Maybe a yard he'll get out of that one. Could be a submission for the Not My Job award, yeah.
Yes.
So it'll be 2nd and 9 coming up. He's not taking photos now, but official is standing in front of him, so probably doesn't have a good view. Mason Drake is going to check out. Hank Hudson's going to check in. Drake kind of favoring one of his quads. Stomping something out. We'll give you an update when we know more about it. Cone fakes a handout to Hudson, then flips it to him. Or rather, tripped up and flips it ahead to Landon Bagwell. Pass was good, but Bagwell took a spin on the turf. A 7-yard pickup, 3rd and 3, or 3rd and 2 now, they say. That's going to 7 yards, checks out. Okay. I forgot we were 1 yard up on the first play, so that math was not mathing at first, but now I got it.
Oh,
2 yards to go.
I'd put 9 guys in the box here.
Hudson bounced off the first time, has to escape. Makes one man miss. He's brought out of bounds and tackled on the Good Hope sideline, but not before picking up.
Just poor tackling.
Yeah, they had him for a 2-yard loss, but
a big Josh Phillips and Impact Mortgage Group first down for Hank Hudson and the Good Hope Raiders.
Yeah, that's number 18 for the tough run in there.
Yeah.
They don't let a lot get him down. You know this young man, he does not let a lot get him down. In his senior season out here tonight for the Raiders. And getting a more favorable look this time. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hudson again. Nope, Cone kept it. They took a while to sell. That ball comes out but goes out of bounds on the Cordova sideline. It took a minute for them to decide what they were going to do with that. But that time is going to... time they couldn't get the ball in position is not going to pay off for them. Tony, you're right in my position. You see Mason Drake's here. You got any kind of update on that?
Yeah, he's just cramping up real bad. It doesn't even seem like he can put pressure on anything before cramping up. He's struggling right now. I think Bo went to go get him some pickle juice and some mustard. You know how that goes.
Yeah, I know exactly. Thank you, Tony.
Hey, tell Tony not to act up. He's too close to the law there.
Hey, they told me to let you know, don't act up too much. You're too close to the law there. Here's the quarterback keeper for Cone. Cone on the end around left side. Push out of bounds. That should be a late hit.
No,
where's the flag at?
He was going upfield. No flag.
Cone's a little heated. There's the flag. That's going to be probably on Cone for getting a little heated.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Hold on. It's all about what... There's a saying that you say time and time
again. Always
again.
the second guy.
Yes. If this was having a huddle up here and Cone's not looking too good in the sense of like he's heated. I can see he's heated. The emotion, his body language is saying he is upset about that. But we have no indication what the officials are going to call this.
Tell us what it is, guys. Ref, please.
We're not sharing a box with them this week, so that's a good sign, I guess. Unsportsmanlike conduct called against Cordova. That hurts.
Yeah, you've got him backed up and do that.
Well, you say the play was legal,
yeah.
But someone must have ran their mouth a little too much.
It was a legal hit.
Yeah, the contact started in bounds. I mean, obviously it ended out of bounds, but...
Was there any... I didn't see any post-contact. Also, I thought there was another guy who may have swarmed in late, but I'm thinking it had to be for a verbal altercation. Here's Hudson again. Hudson ping-ponging up 1, 2, 3. Push out of bounds. One of the coaches has to catch him and spin him back out.
The ball carrier. Picks up about 8 on the play.
That's an 8-yard gain for Hank the Tank.
It'll be 2nd and 3.
That'll set up 2nd down and 3 to go. I think he's being escorted, by the way, Oscar. I think Tony is just being escorted.
Escorted, okay.
High value target down there, you know. Here's Cone in pressure, has to chuck it downfield. Short pass intended for Aiden Young, incomplete. He wasn't set up for that one. Third down and 3. 2:14, third quarter.
I mean, if you want any chance for your Cordova, you got to stop them here.
Yeah, if you don't get a stop here, it's basically over.
It's going to be Cone with Drake to his right. He comes back into this contest. Screen pass left side.
That might be a fumble.
Good Hope saves it.
Yeah, good save there. That was definitely a backwards pass.
Now you got to punt it.
Landon Bagwell able to swarm on it and save it. It's a 10-yard loss, so yes, special teams unit will have to come out and punt this one away. Now, you said Cordova needed to stop, but sometimes...
Got some help there.
You get some help. The football gods must have gave him a free one. Hopefully they'll squander it.
Got no returner right now. They're playing it safe after that fake. It's going to be
will it go to the end zone? I think they deflected it and they put it down at the 2. What a move by Good Hope.
Yeah, number 15 got on his horse and was able to bat that ball and keep it from going into the end zone.
I mean, for Cordova, you're really worried about a safety right now.
Yeah.
The deflection by Webb Buchanan there. What an athletic play by the youngster.
And field position in a game like this is just so key.
I
mean, Cordova had actually moved the ball a little bit. You thought they were going to flip the field on Good Hope, but that's not the case anymore.
First and 10 from the 2-yard line for Cordova. Keating at quarterback. They're going to pinch in. They're going to try to push the middle.
The push.
First, they were getting the wave to the left, then the wave went back to the right. So they're going to make it a 2-yard gain.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess so.
Now it's going to go 2nd and 8. 1 minute left in the quarter. 14-0, Good Hope. Cordova not really caring about how much time is left. It seems they are not really worried about the play clock either. 8 seconds and rolling. 43 seconds left in the quarter. 4, 3, 2. Play gets off. It's a run up the middle. This time Good Hope trying to push him back. Whistle dead. It's going to be no loss, no gain. 3rd down, 8 to go. Your ball is at the 4-yard line. 16 seconds in the quarter. Not going to matter much if the quarter ends on them. They'll still be the same team. We'll just play right in front of us, so we'll get to see the spectacle unfold. 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They get it off in time. It's a play up the middle. Quarterback is going to take it up the middle and be stuffed.
Get your 4s up, ladies and gentlemen. A minor run up the middle is not going to distract us from the fact that it means something to us. Therefore, we cannot stand still.
4th quarter comes up. 14-0 Raiders in this one, and it has been not Cordova's night, their day, their month, or their year.
I'll be there for you, Dylan.
1-3 coming into it tonight. Good Hope comes in 3-0, even though the PA guy said 3-1. Doesn't count.
Well, they all count.
Not in the play. Every game matters, but when it comes to scoring it doesn't matter if they lost to Fife in a everybody gets to play game. Our 4th quarter check of the Odin's Auto Glass Big Glass scoreboard would tell you that Vinemont leads Carbon Hill in the 3rd quarter, 30-0. In the 3rd quarter, Winston County leading Cold Springs 21-6. Next week's feast in the 3rd quarter, Addison trails Hackleburg 24-8. Hansville trails Oakland 34-0, and Lawrence County trailing Fairview 22-14. Also Coleman. The Bearcats losing to Muscle Shoals in quarter number 3 right now. Your score there, 35-14. Sweet Caroline.
Bum, bum, bum.
I've never been so good.
So good. So good. So good.
We just got a copyright strike, didn't we? Sorry, Neil Diamond. Or Lou Diamond Phillips. Whatever diamond it is. Blue Diamond. Probably need some coffee, actually.
I was thinking about the almonds.
I'm thinking Red Diamond.
Yeah. The tea.
Coffee, too. They make coffee, too. I think.
Imported diamonds. Lab-made diamonds. The Leonardo DiCaprio movie Blood Diamond.
Uncut Gems. I like that Oh, this is going to be a punt out of the back of the end zone to be fielded by Good Hope. And we'll take it to the 29. It's Mason Drake. And he thought the pressure was going to get to the punter there for a second. Been cool if it would have been. That would have been a touchdown, not a safety. You're playing for more there. It's the fourth quarter, 11:53. Good Hope will take the ball to begin their first drive in the later frame, and it's a big one for Mason Drake as he's going to push and pull for about 7 yards. Well, they say 6. I said 7. He had the extension there.
If you're Good Hope, you got a quarter, but you're going to start taking the air out of the ball now.
Well, here is the play. As it's going to be a run up the left side, I believe, for the quarterback Cone this time.
Shine on, you crazy diamonds. Shine on.
And it was. Third down and 3 coming up. Ball goes to the 22 with 10 minutes and 53 seconds left in the game. And you can hear the sounds of the Good Hope Band filling your ears tonight as we are right above them here at Hudson Kirby Field. Here's Mason Drake as he breaks open and gets to the 12-yard line, but that cramping may be coming back to him, and he's going to be having to come off here with a slight limp. And Hudson checks back in. No, he doesn't. Rather, they went with a different running back this time. He was looking that way, the number 18 would come into the game, but he stays out. Cone will hand this one off. This time to Hollis, and Hollis not getting much on the carry. About 2 on it. Now Hudson checks in. Nine minutes, 32 seconds left in the game. The band is getting at it.
They're having a good time. They're ready to play that touchdown music.
They are. Here it is. Hank Hudson trying to drag in. He's inside the 5 and down to the 4. Drake's going to check back in. Hudson checks back out. You can tell it's been a good night for some of these players for Good Hope when you can see the light green stains on these white jerseys. And I'm sure the equipment manager is probably hating the amount of stain remover they have to run before homecoming next week. Well, they'll wear the red jerseys next week, yeah.
They got plenty of time to get them out.
Yeah, they got till Curry. Here's Cone in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. Quarterback design run right up the middle. And no one there to stop him. What a night for Good Hope football. Here comes the point after, brought to you by Odin's Auto Glass. It's Robert Rodriguez, the holder, Hank Hudson. Kick is up. Drilled it. Good. 21-0 Raiders over the Blue Devils. We'll take a quick break. More we come back on the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning and More of Coleman.
Founded in 1887, Coleman Savings Bank serves the people of Coleman with a full line of banking services. One of those services is their legacy checking account, available to those 50-plus, military, teachers, policemen, and firefighters. It features no monthly service charge, interest earned on any balance, free paper or e-statements, and 2 free boxes of checks per year, along with other features. You can stop by any one of 4 convenient locations and ask them about the legacy checking account, or visit www.colemansavingsbank.com for more information. Coleman Savings Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Cordova. 21-0 Good Hope over Cordova. And I asked somebody about the score of the game, and they said, wow, they got slaughtered so far, huh? Cordova has been defeated so far, but the game's not over yet. We got still 8 minutes, 25 seconds, all but done. Remember, next week, homecoming comes back to Good Hope, and we will have Addison as our feast. The Bulldogs come to town. This will be a revenge game for Good Hope, so we're looking forward to that one next week right here on the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning and More of Coleman. We'll have that one here for you. And week after next, Curry on the road, where our friends Tony...
Someone better get it.
Oh, it's short. Good Hope has it. Good Hope has it. Onside kick. We've got a downed Raider at the same time. The trickery. Doesn't matter if you're up 21-0. That's what I'm telling you. You got to try it out here, and it pays off big.
Well, I think it's time we do our college football and pro predictions. This game's over.
You're not wrong, but Tony, you got a good glimpse of that, I'm sure. But did you also see who had come off with the injury?
No, I did not. I think he got up under his own power and ran off the field. I think he was just shaking up a little bit. He got hit pretty hard.
All right, thank you, Tony. Good Hope has the ball again after kicking the onside kick, and it paid off big for them. What you got for us, Nick?
I think the big game this week, we're going to start with that, Oklahoma and Tennessee.
All right, new SEC members meeting one of the founders.
The UT of the conference.
Yeah, the real one.
I'll go Tennessee.
Yeah, too much offense. I'll go Tennessee also.
I'm going to stick with Tennessee on that one, too.
3 for 3. Let me see what other games we got this
week. Alabama this week.
Nope, no Georgia either, because it's SEC rule that if Alabama gets a bye team their opponent does as well.
All right, well. Maybe the people in Athens will be safe this week. Mason Drake.
That means we're safe 1 week for adults barking like dogs at other adults.
That is true. Flag comes out on the play here for Good Hope.
So we got NC State and Clemson. I'll go Clemson.
Yeah, I'll take Clemson too.
I'm going to go NC State.
We got USC and Michigan. I'll take the Trojans.
I'm going to take the Trojans too on that one.
Trojans.
USC all day. Let's go Southern Cal.
We got Utah and Oklahoma State in the battle of the old quarterbacks. The average age is higher than of the Colts game this week. I'll go Utah.
Utah's looked good so far.
Oklahoma State.
Give me Gundy. Give me Gundy on that one.
Okay. We got nothing else. Let's move on to the pros.
We had a flag on the field against Good Hope.
Arkansas, Auburn.
We'll do that one.
I mean, not too highly ranked people, but our teams, but
no.
Close matchup.
10-yard backup, by the way.
I'll go Auburn at home
here. Give me Auburn at home too. So here's a downfield heave from Cone. He intended that one for Carter Rutherford, incomplete. 7 minutes to go. Can't hate the strike though.
Not when you're that deep, but also you can just run the clock out here. In the pros, the big games. Texans, Vikings.
Oh, give me the Vikings all day, baby.
I'll go Texans.
Oh, all right.
Saints, Eagles.
Y'all don't believe in Darnold like I do, but okay.
Saints, Eagles. I'll roll with Jalen. I think it's time the Saints come back down to earth.
Give me the Saints on that one.
Sure, I'll take the Saints also.
And we'll do one more. The game me and Oscar are attending, Packers-Titans.
Cohen scrambles out, throws downfield. He wants to give it to Bagwell. Bagwell wasn't there for it. Aiden Young was. What a big strike for the youngster.
He went up and got that ball. That was a heck of a catch.
A first down brought to you by Josh Phillips at Impact Mortgage Group for the Good Hope Raiders. 6:49, and they are in striking distance again. I believe fully he intended that one for Carter Rutherford.
Yeah, he just threw it up. Defenders did not play it well.
First and 10 Raiders. This time it's going to be a handoff to his running back, his trusty go-to, Mason Drake. And Drake breaks open to the 20, and again, he's nagging again on that knee. Hollis is going to check in. Drake's going to check out. The cramping really getting to him. It's humid on the field, especially with the lights and everything. But we talked with Tony earlier. He said, it's a lot hotter down here than you would think. I guess the pickle juice didn't come in handy yet, but
they need that frozen pickle juice.
Hollis comes in. Hollis this time has a good run. Hollis is inside the 10. And he's having to push off late. Number 16 for Cordova. Holding on to him and jawing at him. Down to the 10-yard line. It'll be another pickup for a big first down. It'll set up first and goal for the Raiders. That one brought to you by Josh Phillips at Impact Mortgage Group. Do we have any other interesting sports things out there this week?
I think the WNBA playoffs start, but I don't know anything about that.
Hey, I know Caitlin Clark, and she's a baller.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. You'd think the league would be more excited for her.
You would think so, but the Indiana Fever will be at it. I know they're in there. I know the Connecticut Sun are up in there. Same with the New York Liberty.
I think Las Vegas won it last year.
The Aces did win it last year. And, of course, can't forget the Minnesota Lynx. Probably the only team to bring back a championship in Minneapolis in over 30 years. A couple teams have come close, but close only counts at horseshoes and hand grenades. I hope wherever Good Hope picks for dinner tonight will be somewhere they'll want to go again when they come back this way for curry. Here is the play. It's going to be a handoff to Bagwell. The pile's still moving late. Couple Raiders and Blue Devils getting tangled up.
Yep.
For some reason, Tucker's screws kind of getting pulled late on that one.
How are my Red Devils doing against Fairview? Any updates?
The latest update we have from that game was showing 22-17, and that's where it stays right now. Here's a quarterback keeper for Cohen. We are at the 6-yard line. It's a touchdown Raiders, but there's a flag on the field, so this is probably going to come back. Down. We have a man down and a helmet coming off for Cordova.
Every time they grab their knee, it's usually not good.
He's slinging his helmet around in his hand. He's clutching onto it hard. You can tell he is wincing in pain. They have to bring out the trainers here. .451, let's step away. Be back in a moment on the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network.
We've spent a lot of time on this. The investigation is finally over. We uncovered several leads, and we have finally found it. We have found what every small business in Coleman has been looking for. Fiber optic quality internet is here. Utilizing cutting-edge radio technology, Cyber Broadband is now able to offer fiber optic quality internet in the immediate downtown Coleman area and most Coleman industrial parks. More information is available by calling Cyber Broadband, 256-734-1077, 256-734-1077, or on the web at cyberbroadband.net. Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Tisha Brewer right here in Coleman could switch you over and you could start saving today. Tisha and her team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Tisha Brewer, it's easy to switch and save.
I'm Tisha at Tisha Brewer State Farm. We're located behind Cook's Pest Control at 909 Fisher Street. You can reach us at 256-734-4645. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Coming back to football here after an injury timeout here at Hudson Kirby Field. Dylan Deemer, Tony Thompson, and Nick McCarley and Oscar McCardo on the call tonight with you on the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning More Coleman. We go back to football here as number 53 for Cordova escorted off the field, favoring his knee there, but seems to be okay now. We come back to it. They're going to bring out the ambulance and, of course, the stretcher waiting for him if he needs it. They get him off the field. It's going to be 2nd and 6 once we get back to this one. Actually, 2nd and goal from the 11, or from the 14, rather. I should get that right now. We had it back up because there was a penalty. We forgot about that. Ball comes loose, and the ball will be at the 14, or at the 19-yard line now for Good Hope, as they're going to lose more yardage on that play. Guys, be careful on that hill. I don't want you to end up like that.
Veteran hill climbers.
I gotta imagine the climbing. I mean, he ain't running bleachers here. I don't. With the wall there. Maybe.
No. I bet it makes an effective punishment.
I bet it does. I wouldn't want to run the field. I wouldn't want to run the hill here. So we had a penalty against Good Hope. It was a holding penalty that happened during the timeout for injury. So Good Hope takes it at the 19. It's 3rd and goal, and Cohen's going to have to throw this one. Tips it up.
He's got him.
He's got screws downfield, and it is incomplete. And this has got to be time for a field goal.
This is what we want to see.
Here comes Robert Rodriguez to kick 3.
I'll take it from here, Dylan.
All right.
He's lining up for the field goal.
Where's he kicking it from?
He is kicking it from the 26, making it 30. No?
Be a 36-yard.
36.
Oh,
low snap. Kicks it up. Too short.
Nobody back there to Auburn it for him. Good news for Cordova.
Thank you.
Think it was tipped?
Well, I don't know if it was tipped or not. I don't think it was a bad snap, so I don't think the holder was able to get the ball down.
It was a bad snap, and Hudson couldn't get it fixed in time, so no points for Good Hope there, but you're still 21-0. You live to fight another day, mind you. Glad you're listening to us tonight on Coleman's Live 95.5 WRJM-LP Coleman. It's 49-20 Muscle Shoals over Coleman as we check our Odin's Auto Glass Regional Big Glass scoreboard.
We love that big glass board.
Oakman leading Hansville 34-0. Vinemont leading Carbon Hill 45-7. Geraldine leading, should be leaving by now. The bus should be fired up. They should be going back home by now. 35-6 over the pond. And Winston County leading Cold Springs 21-6. Addison, not much for winning this season. They are the opponent next week as they trail Hackleburg big. There's a big end-around run for Cordova. Not really going anywhere with it.
I think he bounced it out one too many times on that play.
Yeah. Looks like they're just content to regroup.
I would say so.
Lick your wounds and get ready for next week.
Well, if your Cordova next week is going to look pretty open, actually. They're not playing anybody next week. They get Fayette County on the 4th of October. Then they go to Dora and Fultondale, and then host 2 final games with Carver, Birmingham, and Haleyville. If you're Good Hope, homecoming next week, September 27th. Be there, James Shabel Stadium, as Addison's in town. Not Addison Ray. We're not going to fool you.
No TikTokers to be found.
No influencers, except maybe you, but...
I like to think I carry a decent amount of influence.
What's that word you were using?
Influence. Aura.
There you go. The Raiders have Curry on October 4th and Hamilton at home on the 11th. Final road trip will be at Fayette County on the 18th. And if everything trajectorizes the way that we want them to go, if everything stays the course, as it's going to be a sack in the backfield for Cordova.
Ball on the ground was a fumble.
Fumble 2.
They got it back, though. Not that it really matters at this point. Good Hope's going to get to enjoy that victory V formation.
It's not official on paper yet. We have 1 minute and 49 seconds.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Like my cousin says every week about Alabama. Big Ohio State guy likes to say, Blank is going to beat the brakes off Alabama this week, and quite opposite happens. One-handed grab on the punt, and it's just going to be like a nice squib kick. It's going to roll out to the 43, and Good Hope takes over from there. I mean,
we're going to see 2 knees.
For a second, I thought I was going to see a punt pass, but number 11 never looked up, the gunner. An unintentional punt pass.
It'll be Good
That'll
Hope
just
ball.
be a fair catch. They couldn't do anything with it, could they? You can't advance it, I know.
You probably can't advance it, but it'd probably get them the first down.
Would it?
I think so. It was deep enough, though. I think it would have got them the first down. I've only seen it happen once. I really don't know much about the rules on that, but
maybe we'll see a drop kick next.
Yeah.
2 knees and we're out of here. Knee number 1.
Knee number 1, like you said. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 11. Is it 10? Is it 11? They lose a yard? I thought they always lose a yard. They ain't got to worry about much. They ain't losing nothing tonight. The Raiders continue their winning streak. And let me ask an expert. Hey, Tony, I know you got a second. You were at the quarterback. I'll leave you be if you want to talk with him. But you're the expert here on Good Hope football when it comes to the sense. Is this the first 4-0 start since 2017?
I believe you're right. My senior year, we started off 3-1 with a loss to West Morgan. But yeah, this one means a lot more to us because of the expectations coming in for the year. But yeah, this 4-0 start means a lot to this school.
Yeah, well, I mean that's a good way to put it, honestly. Tony, any parting words for you down there?
Man, I'm just super excited for this team. Me being an alumni from Good Hope, I enjoy coming to watch these games. I get the opportunity to be on the sideline with Coach. We joke around, we have a good time, but man, this just means a lot to not only our school, but the community. I mean, look at the fans that show up to these away games. These games are an hour away most times. It means a lot to not only the team, not the school, but the community and the fans as well.
All right, that's a good way to put it, Tony. Final score here, 21-0, and the Raiders are 4-0, and the lights are off in the back of the end zone. They'll dim it down here at Hudson Kirby Field. Not a sigh of relief, but just a excellent game here put on, and
it's a good old-fashioned butt whooping.
Yep.
Your final score, 21-0, and next on the menu is Addison homecoming next week for the Good Hope Raiders. And I just got to say it's one of those good ones tonight. One of those good ones to carry on. Like Tony said, for the community, great win awesome time, and we had a good time calling this one from this unique position, mind you, here above this stadium. Any parting words from the crew beside me?
On to the next one.
On the next one, indeed. So your schedule lays out like this. We have Addison next week. We'll have Dora on the menu coming up soon, but Dora comes to us. Also Curry on October 4th. So that does it for us here in Cordova. We'll head back home. It's 9:08 here in Cordova, Alabama. We'll just got to say, what a great night for the Good Hope Raiders, and we're glad you stayed with us tonight. We'll be back next week for Addison. I'm Dylan Diemert for Tony Thompson, Nick McCarley, Oscar Ricardo.
Till next time, folks. Same blonde hair, same rap channel. I'm out.
We'll see you for homecoming next week on the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, presented to you by Cleaning More of Coleman.